What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Opinions. My name is Jason. Let's get right into it. So the topic that I want to cover today is college in this modern generation worth it? And in my opinion, yes and no. Here's why. I say yes because depending on the degree that you're pursuing and the career path that you are applying for that is applicable with the degree that you have earned, it can earn you more money, not only when you start, but also as you get promoted further on into your career and as you gain more experience. So for me personally, like I stated in the video where I debated between if Ivy League is worth it for undergrad or just going straight to a public or private university, if that's worth it, I divulged that I graduated this past May 2020 with a Bachelor's of Arts and Sciences of Criminal Justice and minored in Theater Arts. So in my instance, I'm applying for the Air Force for a position of a military police officer, and one of the requirements for an officer position is to have at least a 2-year degree or preferably a 4-year bachelor's degree, and that's what I have. So for me that was a requirement that I had to fulfill regardless. And that position pays more, and alongside that, when I exit the Air Force, when I become discharged for the time that I serve my country, for law enforcement, it's actually highly recommended that incoming cadets and applicants have preferably a 2-year, but highly recommended 4-year degree in law enforcement or criminal justice. And they get paid more, which is understandable because they have more knowledge, they have more experience, they have the background information in order to better enhance their cognitive thinking and just enhance their overall abilities to become a better officer. And yes, I know that there are a plethora of other personalities and qualities that go into it, but that's not the point of this video. Anyway, so just a little bit of backstory. Well, more of a backstory. I entered college as a freshman at Rutgers, New Brunswick in the fall of 2014, knowing that I wanted to pursue a degree in science because my biological mom, she was a pharmacist, top of her game, making bank, making more than $250,000 each year. I was like, oh, that's amazing, that's crazy. Let me see if I can do that. Because ever since, I want to say, from intermediate school up until high school, I had a knack for science. And in high school, my later years in high school, my junior and senior year of high school, I was taking primarily honors courses. And I had honors chemistry, and that was my junior year of high school. And a huge shout out to Candace Jefferson. She's probably one of the best teachers and one of the most fun teachers I've ever had in my entire life. She's one of them. So shout out to Candace Jefferson. Miss Jefferson, however you're doing, I hope you're doing well, and tell Caleb I said hi. Anyway, so that was my junior year of high school, taking honors chem. Had a total blast. And then senior year, I took AP Bio. I barely passed. I got like a C in that course. And I didn't even bother taking the AP exam because I knew that if I'm getting a C in AP Bio, I'm probably gonna get a probably a two at the best if I got lucky. And for AP exams are graded from 1 to 5. 1 being the worst score, 5 being the best. So I knew for sure that I was probably gonna get a 2 at best. Anyway, as I entered college, and I enrolled in some of the science courses, such as Bio 101, Chem 101, just all the fundamental courses that were prerequisites for biology, chemistry, pharmacy, whatever. Little did I know that I would get my ass kicked by those courses. Yeah. Those courses kicked my fucking ass, and my grade and GPA suffered. So I initially thought that it's just this particular area of science that I'm studying that I'm not necessarily that good at. And I would go to the library, I would stay up late, I would go over concepts, but it would never click in my head. And then after that, I tried exercise science, same thing. I had to take more chemistry, more biology. I was like, fuck this. This is not for me. So from the second semester sophomore year of college, that's when I thought, you know what, let me just change gears. Let me try political science and law enforcement and criminal justice, because my best friends they're minorities, and they're particularly African American, and they would tell me all these anecdotes about how they would get stopped by the police unnecessarily, and how they would just be molested by them, and they would get harassed. Okay, well, not molested. Harass is a better word. They would get harassed by the police to an unnecessary, unprecedented level. So I thought, you know what? Let me give political science and criminal justice a shot. So I did, and my grades were so much better. Because I knew these were topics that I gave a shit about, and they're more practical. So at the very end, I graduated this past May 2020 with my bachelor's degree in criminal justice and my minor in theater arts, because I didn't know until my second semester sophomore year that for the School of Arts and Sciences that I needed a minor, and I took acting classes before my freshman year, and I already accrued all the credits, so I was like, you know what, might as well just sign up for theater arts for my minor, and done, graduated. And then I saw the amount of debt that I accrued. Almost $50,000 worth of motherfucking debt. And even before I graduated, even before I graduated, I was weighing the pragmatic applications of college. In my instance, it is pragmatic to get a college degree because the career path that I'm pursuing, yes, it does pay more. And I'll be able to pay my student loans off in, a couple of years. But for those who are studying, I guess, a more futile area of expertise, or expertise such as philosophy, history, I don't know, something within that realm, I don't think it's as pragmatic. I don't think it's pragmatic at all. And just on a broader scope, college 100% does not teach its students any applicable pragmatic world skills. such as how to file your taxes, how to manage your finances, how to apply for a credit card, a mortgage, anything within the realm of finance they do not fucking teach, which is terrible because the world revolves around money and currency. So how the fuck are we supposed to know this shit other than independent research? Luckily for YouTube and Google and the internet, we're able to find all these solutions. But why the fuck is college not teaching all these pragmatic life skills? And another example, changing a tire. I personally know how to change a tire because thank the fucking Lord that my dad is he's a handyman. He is hands-on. He knows how to an extent, he knows how to repair auto body parts. So thank the fucking Lord, he taught me how to change a tire in my early teens. So therefore, every time my tire pops, whether it's my fault or not, and yes, I've had many instances where it was my fault, where my tire popped, and other instances where I had a nail in my tire, thank the fucking Lord that I know how to change a tire and I can do it on the spot like this. And I don't have to call a tow company or AAA or whatever insurance policy or company that you have to pay them. Well, I mean, if you have an insurance policy or if you have AAA, that I don't have to pay them extra or their additional fees to change my fucking tire. And I know a lot of people don't know how to do that. And it's sad. Because I know a lot of people, they have personal transportation and they don't know how to change a tire. Yes, YouTube can teach them, or whoever else within their friend circle or any relations that they have, they can teach them. But higher education should be held accountable for not teaching more applicable pragmatic life skills. That's just a fact. They just teach you trivial, futile information that is repetitive. For example, they are repetitive in teaching history, math, writing, reading. Yes, I know to an extent that some of these courses, they are applicable depending on what field that you're pursuing. However, I don't need to take 3 or 4 fucking history lessons if I'm trying to become a cop or if I'm trying to become a lawyer. Why are these prerequisites still a prerequisite in the first place? We are taught history ever since the 4th and 5th grade up until high school. So why the fuck do I need another American history lesson? From the 1600s to the early modern era. Why the fuck do I need that? Why do I need to know who invented the telescope? Who invented the space shuttle? If that's not what I'm pursuing. Stop wasting our money. Universities, I feel like, are purposely wasting our money with all these futile courses and all this futile information. I think the only one takeaway from a university is its social component. A lot of universities, they have the social component of fraternities, whether it's professional or social. And I think that component, it's critical because because human beings are social creatures. We thrive on being social and being vocal in a community. So I do think that the social component of Greek life is essential. However, everything else for college, except for the few applicable courses that require or highly prefer a degree to enhance your pay and to enhance your abilities in that field, get rid of them. They're so fucking useless. And they're charging you so much fucking money especially for those who are enrolling into a virtual course and a semester. So why is Harvard and all these other universities charging the same amount of money for tuition, or even higher, for a virtual class? To me, that's so bullshit. You're ripping these college students off. Like, as if you don't have enough money to throw into the air, or just have a money gun and just shoot it into the air. Why the fuck are you charging so much fucking money for this shit? Like, it really pisses me off. And yes, I know that for 4 years, near $50,000 isn't that much, but that's not the point. The point is the fact that we're paying exorbitant amounts of money for futile information. And it's not just Rutgers. It's all these other fucking colleges in this country. And people are flabbergasted why the student loan debt is in its trillions. Because colleges are ripping people the fuck off, and kids have to get student loan debts that some of them cannot ultimately pay off, and they cannot default bankruptcy for that shit. So yeah, not only am I pissed, but I'm pissed for all the other people who are stuck in debt, who can't repay their fucking loans. Because we are taught useless information, and the tuition keeps on increasing every fucking semester. And this is my prediction. The fact that the student loan debt is so exorbitant, colleges will not exist within the next 5 to 10 years. Because if we can't repay it, that bubble will burst, and we have no one else to blame except for the government and for the universities, because they are ripping us the fuck off. Teach more applicable, pragmatic life lessons, and have a cap on what the price should be. Stop ripping these students off. It's so fucking useless. Seriously. Oh, I just raised my cortisol levels. Anyway, that's it for today. That's it for today's video, or a rant if you want to call it. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so that way you know exactly when I upload a new video. And also, let me know in the comments below, in your opinion, is college worth it? Are they ripping us over and also new enrollees? And what classes do you think that colleges should be teaching other than the repetitive courses such as history, math, English, reading, writing, and anything else that you can think of? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.